tiddly peeps. I'm Hubba Hubba, talking to you from Hoobland, and I'm about to send 4 of my favourite Hoobs down to Earth to find out all about you for my great Hoobopedia. Here they come! You know who the Hoobs are?
Ivor!
Groove!
And Tula!
We're Hoobs! And they're ready to go. Now the wheels are turning, we can all get learning all the things we want to know. Hey! Hubba Hubba's in Hoobland and roamers somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing, we keep the engine spinning. Hoop hoop hooray! The Hoobopede is coming your way. Way! The Hoobs are here, so what do you say? Hoobs! Please wait while I check for a memory card. It seems that there isn't a memory card inserted in memory card slot 1. If you want to save your game, you will need to insert a memory card into memory card slot 1 before saving the game. Hooble-doop, and welcome to our game. Now from this screen, you can choose to start a new game, load and continue a game that you saved before, or change some options. Press the up and down directional buttons on your controller to move the highlight up and down on the screen. To select an option, highlight it and press the X button. This screen lets you change the volume levels for the in-game music, speech and sound effects. Your parents can also go to a special screen to change some other game options. Move the highlight by pressing the directional buttons. To select an option, press the X button. When you have finished making changes, highlight the OK icon and press the X button. If you want to quit the screen and cancel all the changes you have made, press the triangle button. Press the X button to go to the parental settings screen. This screen is used to alter the screen position. This screen lets you press the X. Before we start the game, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Hubba Hubba. What's your name? Press the directional buttons to move the highlight around the screen. To select a letter, highlight it, and what a great name! Let's move on. There's just one last thing we need to do before you set out on your adventure, and let's play an easy game.
Barbell's Adventure with Captain Brainstorm!
The Space Explorers are in trouble.
Trouble?
I need you, Little Bill, to help rescue them. The Space Explorers were on the planet Yubba, where they met a giant robot named Robotcha. Are you brave enough to help me rescue the Space Explorers?
Okay!
Let's set a course for the planet Yubba! We're blasting off! We're brave and we're smart, and that means we're cool. Let's put our brains together. Space Explorers rule! Hang on! Planet Yubba is the bounciest planet in the galaxy.
Look, Robotcha! His foot's in the cave!
That's why the Space Explorers can't get out. We can't forget our mission, Little Bill.
Rescue the Space Explorers?
That's correct.
I got it! If we take the key out of Robotcha, he won't work.
Then we can rescue the Space Explorers. Brain testing.
I am not. Hello, friend.
Captain Brainstorm. We knew you'd rescue us.
Well, I couldn't have done it without the help of my friend Little Bill.
Thanks, Little Bill.
Thanks, Little Bill. You're welcome. My friend helped me.
All right, Space Explorers, let's get Little Bill home for lunch and blast off on our next adventure.
The end.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Thank you.
Hoppin' clams!
Oh! Listen, a pineapple under the sea.
Run, run, Fairhead!
Absorbent in
Okay. Exit. Delete. Open. Okay.
You should kill yourself now.
Hi, I'm Tori. Welcome to my little critter scrapbook. My friends know me as the kid with the cool pets. I guess they are referring to Jessie, my pet Burmese python, and Ola, my pet chameleon. People are terrified of snakes because they think they'll get bitten. And of course, snakes have this annoying habit of coiling and hissing. But once you handle a snake, you'll overcome your fear. Don't forget that the snake is frightened too, and it needs to be handled gently. While not everyone is endeared to my pet python, Ola the chameleon is a real charmer, especially during feeding time. My friends just love to see him shoot out his tongue. Our fascination with dinosaurs is well known. How else would you explain the phenomenal success behind movies like Jurassic Park? The idea that there were giant lizards and megaton creatures walking around on an Earth that none of us would recognize boggles the mind. What were these creatures really like? While we can only imagine the Jurassic era, we are left with some reminders of these prehistoric beasts. You just have to visit your local pet shop. There, basking under the heat lamp in the corner of the terrarium, is a monitor lizard, or an iguana, descendants of those who once ruled the earth, but now eking out a living as pets.
All whales, which are mammals, belong to the scientific order Cetacea. This large order is divided into 3 suborders: the toothed whales, the baleen whales, and a third group, the fossil whales, which is now extinct. As the name implies, all toothed whales have teeth. Toothed whale representatives at SeaWorld include beluga whales, false killer whales, pilot whales, and of course the killer whales like shamu. Dolphins and porpoises are also in this suborder, but we'll discuss them later on. Killer whales are the largest members of the dolphin family. Adult male killer whales average 19 to 22 feet in length and weigh between 8 and 12,000 pounds. Killer whales inhabit all the oceans of the world, but they're more numerous in the Arctic and Antarctic waters where it is very cold. Killer whales live in groups called pods and establish strong bonds with each other. These pods vary in size from as few as 5 animals and up to as many as 30. Pods usually consist of males, females, and calves of varying ages. Killer whales are among the fastest swimming marine mammals. They can swim at speeds up to 30 miles per hour, although they usually cruise at much slower speeds. Killer whales have keen eyesight in or out of the water. They also have an acute sense of hearing and touch. The clicks, trills, and other sounds killer whales make are termed calls and are used for communicating and navigating. Killer whales are top predators in the ocean. They eat a wide variety of fishes, marine mammals, and seabirds, often hunting in packs. Most of the feats performed by killer whales at SeaWorld are actually natural behaviors that use their massive tails for thrust and their flippers and dorsal fins for balance. Animal training at SeaWorld focuses on rewarding an individual animal's behavior and then building a repertoire of behaviors and connected behavior sequences. The animals learn to discriminate between signals to determine which behavior the trainer expects. In the shows, many of the signals are incorporated into the trainer's dialogue and stage gestures. The signals may be so subtle that the audience may believe the animals are initiating behavior on their own. SeaWorld's killer whale breeding program is the most successful in the world. On September 26, 1985, at SeaWorld of Florida, a female calf, baby shamu, was born. Baby shamu was the first killer whale calf to thrive in a zoological environment. Many more calves have been born at SeaWorld Park since then. On February 2, 1993, at SeaWorld of Texas, baby shamu gave birth to SeaWorld's first second-generation killer whale calf. The white beluga whales come from Arctic waters. Born gray, These slow-moving whales mature white to camouflage them from predators in the icy waters. Adult male beluga whales average between 11 and 15 feet in length and weigh about 3,300 pounds. The females are somewhat smaller. Like the killer whales and dolphins, belugas are highly social and also live in pods. They're highly vocal and rely on sound to communicate and navigate. SeaWorld of Texas is home to the largest beluga group within a zoological environment. The round-headed, dark gray or black pilot whale earned its name from fishermen who thought the whales piloted or led them to schools of fish. Pilot whales are one of the most commonly seen whale species and swim in all the world's oceans. The formally attired penguin is a flightless bird, highly specialized for living at sea. Since they can't fly away from danger, penguins generally live on islands and remote continental regions that are free of land predators. All 17 species of penguins live south of the equator, thriving in varying climates from the ice pack of the Antarctic to temperate zones where the Magellanic penguins live. Penguins are among the most social of birds. During breeding season, some species come ashore and nest in huge colonies called rookeries. These rookeries often include hundreds of thousands of penguins. The penguin's size varies with the species. The emperor penguin is the largest, standing more than 3.5 feet and weighing up to 90 pounds. Excellent swimmers, their diet consists of krill, squids, and fishes. Although while in the water, they are preyed upon by seals and sea lions, killer whales, and sharks. The penguin's dark back and white front, as seen on this Adelie penguin, serves as camouflage against these ocean predators. Although smooth-looking, penguins are actually covered by feathers, more feathers than most other birds. The penguins have about 70 feathers per square inch. Different penguin species have distinctive markings on the heads and faces. Gen 2 penguins have a white spot above their eyes, and chinstrap penguins have a black stripe across their chins. The emperor penguin's yellow neck feathers fade to white, while the king penguin has vivid orange tear-shaped ear patches. The rockhopper penguin sports a feathered crest. Although all penguin species are protected, they are jeopardized by habitat destruction, overfishing, and human encroachment into nesting areas. The Humboldt penguin is one of the most endangered, as many of their nesting habitats have been destroyed. The 4 SeaWorld parks maintain many different species of penguins. Each has reproduced successfully within the park's breeding program. In aquariums holding as much as 500,000 gallons of water, SeaWorld presents the world's largest collection of Indo-Pacific fishes. These brilliantly colored and often oddly shaped fishes are among the more than 20,000 species of fish known to exist in the world.
You're out!
Hello and welcome to this CD-ROM interactive tutorial, Learning the World Wide Web. I'm Paul Bartlett along with Leslie Ransbury.
Since its creation in 1989 in Geneva, Switzerland, the World Wide Web is now used by millions of people.
The World Wide Web is unique because it gives us access to worldwide information in just a matter of minutes.
In this introduction chapter, we will teach you how to learn best using our interactive training system.
Let's get started by moving to the next screen. You can do this by clicking the Continue button.
The Continue button will be located at the top of the text box that will appear directly beneath us. It is the second button from the left and has a right arrow on it.
Nope.
You're out!
Nope. Nope.
You're out!
Nope.
You're out! You're out! Out!
Hi, I'm Tori. Welcome to my little critter scrapbook. My friends know me as the kid with the cool pets. I guess they are referring to Jessie, my pet Burmese python, and Ola, my pet chameleon. People are terrified of snakes because they think they'll get bitten. And of course, snakes have this annoying habit of coiling and hissing. But once you handle a snake, you'll overcome your fear. Don't forget that the snake is frightened too, and it needs to be handled gently. While not everyone is endeared to my pet python, Ola the chameleon is a real charmer, especially during feeding time. My friends just love to see him shoot out his tongue. Our fascination with dinosaurs is well known. How else would you explain the phenomenal success behind movies like Jurassic Park? The idea that there were giant lizards and megaton creatures walking around on an Earth that none of us would recognize boggles the mind. What were these creatures really like? While we can only imagine the Jurassic era, we are left with some reminders of these prehistoric beasts. You just have to visit your local pet shop. There, basking under the heat lamp in the corner of the terrarium, is a monitor lizard, or an iguana, descendants of those who once ruled the earth, but now eking out a living as pets.
You're out!
Doopy-doopy-doo.
Get ready to monopolize the galaxy. Two of the biggest forces in entertainment have joined up to bring you an immersive experience unlike anything you've ever seen before. A battle is being fought for galactic supremacy. Monopoly Star Wars Edition CD-ROM. Classic Monopoly gameplay and a totally immersive Star Wars fantasy. Choose one of 8 3D full-motion Star Wars heroes or villains. Buy and sell properties from the Star Wars universe. Each one brought to life with actual footage from the Star Wars Special Edition trilogy. The Force can be with you at home or across the galaxy on the internet. Monopoly Star Wars Edition CD-ROM from Hasbro Interactive and LucasArts. The greatest game, the greatest movie. There's a new Monopoly in the galaxy.
You're out!
In addition to the penguins, SeaWorld parks are home for hundreds of bird species. Living near the penguins are these puffins. Beautiful blue and yellow macaws come from tropical rainforests. They can live up to 65 years. Look for them tucked away in the more lushly landscaped areas of the park. Wading birds such as herons, egrets, scarlet ibises, and flamingos are plentiful in SeaWorld's ponds and waterways. Flamingos tend to congregate in coastal waters such as tidal flats and sandy islands, living in enormous colonies. These colonies may number in the tens of thousands. Feather color and size varies with species. The Caribbean flamingos have the brightest coloration. Both the male and female flamingo participate in building their nests of mud, small stones, straw, and feathers. They take turns incubating their one egg. The protective parents recognize their own chick by sight and vocalizations. They will feed no other chick. Newly hatched chicks are gray or white. It takes 1 or 2 years to achieve full adult coloration. Flamingos often rest standing on one leg, curling the other leg up under the body. This behavior also keeps the foot warm and conserves body heat. There are more than 56 species of waterfowl at SeaWorld, several of which are on the endangered species list. Waterfowl can be seen in the ponds and streams throughout the park.
Welcome to what smart kids know about the environment. We hope you learn lots about how to keep the world we live in healthy and clean. Click the left mouse button or the arrow keys on the keyboard to advance to the next page of the storybook. To stop the storybook or go into the coloring book, press the escape key. You can pause the storybook by pressing the pause